Questions about food and food production are exactly what prompted one Baton Rouge man to start raising livestock the old-fashioned way. As This Week in Louisiana Agriculture's Avery Davidson now shows us, Zachary, Louisiana may be 1,500 miles from Hollywood, but that's not stopping this rancher from treating his animals like box office stars.
In the misty morning on the edge of the city of Zachary, Garrison Landry sets up the next grazing area for his small herd of Angus cattle.
Whoop!
With a bit of call and response, Landry puts into practice what he learned in 4-H as a senior in high school.
Yo, camera shy? Come on. Whoop!
Considering Landry named his operation Hollywood Livestock, you might not think any of his animals would run from the camera.
I like to think we pamper them like the Hollywood stars.
And when treated to year-round pastures of lush forage, Landry's 25 head of cattle, 100 heritage breed hogs, and 100 laying hens all develop a little attitude.
Some are bigger stars than others in their mind, you know. Some are more drama-filled.
You're always gonna have a diva.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of divas out here, except they're about 500-pound divas, you know.
Raising free-range grass-fed livestock was not originally in the script for Landry. He planned to spend a life on the high seas. But that 4-H project, where he learned about rotational grazing, kept taking the limelight in his mind.
4-H was the seed that kind of planted everything, and then it was just me 4 years, half sitting in a dorm room, half sitting on a ship saying, you know, this would make sense, and just doing a lot of planning and researching and seeing what else was going on out there, and it just, that seed just kept on growing and growing.
It's still growing as Landry expands this nearly 400-acre, 3-species farm.
Landry says he has a bit of a philosophy when it comes to food, that it's always best to know where it comes from and to be able to visit the people who raise what you eat. And that seems to be the same philosophy at some of the stores which sell his grass-fed beef.
We're trying to shorten the distance from the farm to the table.
Lathan Alexander is the co-owner of Alexander's Highland Market in Baton Rouge. In the meat department, you'll find signs promoting the fact they sell Hollywood Livestock beef and grass-fed pork.
We've been there and seen it, and he runs a fantastic place.
A farm is, you know, natural. It's nature, what it intended to be. You just have to work with it.
And when you work with stars like these, all you have to do is act naturally. In Zachary, I'm Avery Davidson for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture.
Garrison Landry says what concerns him the most is the average age of the Louisiana farmer, which is 57.5 years old. He says he is working to get young people out to his pasture so that they can see what he does and they might follow his lead. We'll have a follow-up story when he gives those youngsters a special tour of his ranching operation. Still to come on This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, Kristen Oakes will take us out to the farmer's market to show us why it's important to buy local in this week's Ag Minute. Stay with us.